What's up, guys? Welcome to Here's Avenue. My name is Darren, and I'm coming at you from Los Angeles. Currently here in my Airbnb, kind of trying to chillax, trying to get away from the NorCal fires and smoke. Is crazy up there. I saw a picture from Oregon, like last night. It was purely red, like like Superman Red Sun type of thing. So it's crazy right now in NorCal. But in SoCal, it looks like it's clear weather. It's a little foggy up here, but it's not as bad as NorCal. But yeah, just wanted to get away for a weekend or just a few days. But anyways, I wanted to make a video today of DC Fandom because part 2 of DC Fandom's coming this weekend. It's kind of weird, no one's really talking about it. None of the news outlets are really talking about it, but it is coming this weekend. So I wanted to make a list of what I expect and don't expect to see this weekend at DC Fandom, because I know they're going to talk about some movies, TV series, and all that. And I know they touched on a lot already on the part 1 event of last month, but there are a few projects that they did not talk about, and I feel like they did not on purpose so they could leave it for this weekend. Just to fair warn you guys, this list is not a list of what I want to see, it's what I expect to see, because of, you know, maybe these projects have been in the works for the longest time, and they already have a director attached to it and a writer attached to it, and it's just perfect timing to announce the project. And so I just want to let you guys know, because some of these projects that are on my list it could be something that you guys are expecting, but I don't expect to see it because, you know, A, B, and C. But yeah, let me go ahead and just start off with my top 3 of what I expect to see. So the first thing on my list is what I expect to see this weekend at DC Fandom is Green Lantern's HBO Max series announcement. So we all know, you know, Green Lantern is coming to HBO Max, and DC is trying to you know, get this character out there and try to redo what they failed to do with Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern movie, and try to put that character in the front of everyone again. And we know that Greg Berlanti is attached to it. And this was announced, I think, when HBO Max was announced. Green Lantern HBO Max series was announced a little bit after as well, and it got everyone hyped, right? And so I just feel like this is going to be announced this weekend because they failed to do it last month, especially with Greg Berlanti there. I definitely expected them to talk about it, at least hint, or at least give us a little tease on what to expect, but they didn't do that at all. But I expect something with a little taste of Green Lantern this coming up weekend. I just feel like it's a perfect opportunity. I mean, you just announced it this year, why not talk about it a little bit more? We know about it, just talk about it a little bit more. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just to give us some taste of what you guys are doing with the Green Lantern series. Especially with Greg Berlanti, he has spoken about, you know, it being different from the CW shows. So I think elaborating on the project would be great for the fans. So the second thing on my list of what I expect to see this coming up weekend is the Justice League Dark HBO Max project that's happening with J.J. Abrams. And J.J. Abrams, you know, he made this was like a huge thing a couple months ago, when J.J. Abrams, you know, he made a deal with WB, or with HBO Max, and so I just feel like it's a perfect opportunity for J.J. Abrams to kind of get out there and talk about what he's doing with the Justice League Dark project and what we expect. The same thing with the Green Lantern, and just to give us a hint of what he's doing with the project and who he wants to cast and which characters he's going to use. I think all that would be perfect, and just kind of get everyone in position for maybe next year, or maybe 2022, whenever things start to get normal again. So I would definitely hope that, you know, or I definitely expect some announcement of some sort with J.J. Abrams with his Justice League Dark project, especially with the concept arts that were released not too long ago. I made a video about it, you know, when it did come out, and those concept arts were fire. It was so good, and it was so like grounded, but also eerie at the same time, and it has like that horror vibe as well. I loved it. So that definitely got me stoked and excited for this J.J. Abrams thing. So having him announce something this weekend would be great, and it would be total left field from everyone that's not really keeping up with all the announcements, because Justice League Dark is not that popular of a project, and not much of the general audience knows who they are as well. So it would be great to kind of put them in the forefront. And the last thing on my list of what I expect to see this weekend is Ava DuVernay's New Gods movie. Yes, we know this has been in the works for the longest time, and it's just perfect timing to just talk about this project this weekend. I mean, you got Tom King, assigned to this project. Tom King, he's coming from DC Comics. He wrote Batman. He did an amazing job there, and then now I think he's working on Adam Strange right now. And so, especially you got the pandemic going on, like Ava should be full focus on this project. Like she got this project, I think two or 3 years ago. I want to say 2 years ago she got this project. I think once we started this channel, I think this was one of our early videos too. It was like about 3 years ago. So she's had this project for the longest time, and she has so much time to really develop this project, to work on it, write the script, do the casting, and just get this ready for pre-production. I just feel like it's a matter of time to get something about the New Gods, especially with her teases on Twitter. She talks about it. She gives us little nuggets, occasionally, like every 6 months. But she does give us a little taste of what to expect. So this weekend at DC Fandom, I expect her to be there and talk about the project. So if she doesn't, I don't know what you're doing. You either wasting your time developing other projects, and maybe New Gods is not a priority with her, or maybe her and Tom King just can't get the script right, or I don't know. So I definitely expect something out of her camp this weekend. All right, so the top 3 of my things I don't expect to see this weekend at DC Fandom Part 2. Remember, it's not what I don't want to see. Okay, there's a line there, right? Everything that I'm talking about, I want to see. Like I want everything to be announced. So this list that I'm about to say could be controversial to you guys, and it could be a sensitive spot for most of you guys, because I'm gonna start off with the biggest one. All right. So the first thing that I don't expect to hear or see this weekend at DC Fandom is a Man of Steel 2 movie announcement. All right. So I'm gonna just say it there. All right. Don't get mad at me. Don't start commenting yet. The reason why I don't expect a Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill announcement this weekend is because it's just too early. It's just too early for Henry Cavill I guess too early for WB to commit to a Man of Steel right now, from what we know, right? So from what we know Henry Cavill's gonna, he's gonna, reprise his role as Superman in other movies. So we know he's gonna, be in Black Adam, possibly in Shazam 2. And again, he's gonna come back as Superman in the Snyder Cut, which he already filmed, right? So I would think for Warner Brothers, they're going to wait until everything is released, see how the audience, reacts to, Henry Cavill being Superman, and then once it's positive, then from there they will, talk about a Man of Steel 2. Because again, I don't know why Warner Brothers is so hesitant with a Man of Steel 2 project. Like I don't know why they don't have confidence in it, but everyone wants this project, especially me. Even though I don't expect to hear anything about it this weekend, I definitely would love the chance to watch a sequel of Henry Cavill as Superman. But the fact that Warner Brothers is hesitant and they're very careful with it, I don't think they're going to jump the gun so quickly with the Man of Steel 2 project. I think they're gonna wait. They definitely have to, based off their strategy, I think they're gonna wait until the audience reaction and they'll go from there. If it's negative, if Black Adam bombs and Snyder Cut bombs, there's no way we're gonna get Man of Steel 2. No way. I don't see that happening. So yeah. All right, let's just move on to my second movie. So the second thing that I don't expect to see this weekend is another Snyder Cut trailer. I'm sure a lot of you would agree because the first trailer was bomb. It killed. I'm still riding off the high from that trailer. It's so good. And so I don't expect to hear anything about the Snyder Cut again. I think it would just be too much. I think we already know what to expect. He already gave us a huge taste of the Snyder Cut with the Part 1 event of DC Fandom, and I think that's enough. I think the second trailer, when we do get it, it's going to be maybe a month or 2 months before, a couple months before the actual release date. I know there were rumors of a release date of September of 2021, but Warner Brothers have gone out and debunked it. I think it was HBO Max. So hopefully we get that second trailer soon, maybe early of next year, maybe. All right, so the last thing of the things I don't expect to see this weekend at DC Fandom Part 2 is another Ben Affleck Batman series at HBO Max. I don't think that's going to be announced anytime soon. I know the Batman series for Ben Affleck was rumored a long time ago, but the fact that he signed on to do the Flash as like a part ways for his Batman, that's what the rumor is right now, to segue him out of the Batman role. I don't think he's gonna jump into a series just yet. If that were the case, I think they're gonna wait until just like the Henry Cavill situation, they're gonna wait to see how like Snyder Cut works out, and then possibly how the Flash movie turns out, and see how Ben Affleck feels after that. Because I think Warner Brothers definitely wants Ben Affleck, but it's just how I don't think Ben Affleck wants to be Batman for that long. So I think if people love it and the Flash kills it and and it gets Ben Affleck excited again, I would expect Ben Affleck would sign on for a series. Because this is the ball's in Ben Affleck's court. We all know that he's the one that left the project, right? So it's not Warner Brothers kicked him out. Ben Affleck left the project. So we're just gonna wait to see how Ben Affleck feels. Hopefully he's still happy with the Batman role once the Flash or Snyder Cut comes out. But yeah, I don't expect any announcement in regards to Ben Affleck this weekend. Maybe he might come out and talk about his role in the Flash movie, or Michael Keaton may come out and talk about his role in the Flash movie as well. But other than that, I don't think they're going to talk about any HBO Max series that has anything to do with Ben Affleck as Batman at all. So that's my list. Let me know in the comments below if you guys agree or disagree. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys again. Bye.